I think for both populations, they understood that they had transient student populations. Both Ward 8, oftentimes students are transferring schools. There's a lot of housing instability, so it's not like they're in a consistent space or place. And the families understood that about the families in their community in Ward 8. In addition, for the military families, because they get transferred every 2 years, they understood that students were going to be coming in and out of the buildings. They were trying to look for an operator who understood that for both populations, that the transience was something that you had to understand was going to really happen, and how did you then take care of every child to make sure that they were getting the growth that they needed. I think the other part of that is making sure that you're bringing together two different groups of students who might not have interacted before. Oftentimes, your families in Ward 8 are almost 100% African American. They're oftentimes multi-generational residents of the city, and there is a large amount of poverty east of the river. And so you have families who have some of these kind of unstable home environments. When you're talking about the military, you've got larger families, they've often homeschooled, they're from the middle of the country many times, and now they're traveling all around to these different bases, and oftentimes they're white, right? So you have these two different groups of families that are coming together, and so the families were also interested in how do we make sure there are no achievement gaps inside of that, and how are we making sure that we're taking care of both sets of kids culturally, that they feel like they're a part of one school community. And so they really look for operators who are going to build that and build that kind of strength in the kids. So I think what really appealed to the parents when they were reading the applications was that the operators basically said, we're going to take care of all kids. Like, those were the ones that rose to the top, right? Where it wasn't about, where it was, they acknowledged that there might be certain achievement gaps in different academic data and results, but that at the end of the day, they have done a good job and they have proof that they can do that work for all kids, regardless of background. And I think the parents really responded well to that.